Alright, welcome back guys. This is 5 more tips. I've already covered the first video, the second video, now this is 5 more tips. A third video of my opinions for you guys, for sure. Alright, let's get right back. Bam! Alright. Save money. Do it yourself. For real. Like, I've done everything myself. I've had friends help me. Like, back in the early start of things where like I couldn't get it to work, so I'd send it to them, they would just polish it off a little bit. But by like the 10th time I figured it out, you know what I mean? And then from there, it's just getting better, better, and better, and learning tricks. And this is with like emotes. This is with layouts. Like, now I'm making a new layout every month. You know what I mean? All it takes is a little bit of color, like, you know, color clashing and color, the two colors come together and they make something that pops really good, you know what I mean? And then there's times where you'll have an idea and you'll put it out and it just doesn't translate. It doesn't translate at all. It's not good. With the emotes, it's, you know, custom, it's editing, it's, you know what I mean, something that's big and you could see it in reality, and then it turns into this little thing the size of like your pinky nail, and all of that doesn't come through. It doesn't show like you thought it would. The little things. So keep it simple, and then just keep trying to do it yourself. Keep getting better, man, and do what you want. Don't always go by what other people want, because everybody has different opinions. And what you're doing here is you're putting together a community of people that are like you, that have the same things of likes and dislikes as you. So every now and then you'll get someone that likes you, but just doesn't like your spin on things, so they'll have a different opinion, which, you know, everybody does. We all have that thing. Remember things about your viewers. Now, this one's really good because this one actually shows that you care. The last time you came through, and we'll use this guy, his name's T, you know what I mean? We'll say that T came into your stream last time and he just had a really bad day at work, you know, and he was venting to you a little bit about the stupid stuff that happens at work, you know. And then so the next time he comes in, whether it's 7 days from now, 2 weeks from now, you know, sometimes it takes a little bit to get those kind of people, but keep in the back of your head, that guy had a bad day at work that time. So the next time he comes in, he says hi, all of a sudden you're like, hey man, what's up, how you doing? I hope work's going better for you. And then he was like, wow, this guy remembers me. I'm just not another number in his stream. You know what I mean? He actually remembers and actually cares. It's huge. It'll just transform how your viewers perceive you. You're not just like some guy out there trying to farm money online thinking they're gonna get rich and be the next Ninja or the next Tifu or the next you know, Dr. Disrespect, etc., etc. And I think this is really, really big, and it might not seem big, but it really is. Quality over quantity. I say this one a lot. This one's a lot. Like, if somebody comes in my stream and asks me for a tip, this is what I tell them right here. Because everybody thinks I'm gonna stream for 12 hours and I'm gonna get all the follows. Well, me personally, I stream like 2 to 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday. So it's not little, but it's not a lot, and it's consistent. I'm always there for that 2 to 3 hours a time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never absent. Even if I'm a little sick, I'm there, because it's only 2, maybe 3 hours of my day, and it really means a lot to be consistent. So say now you want to stream for 12 hours for 5 days, and this is how you're gonna gain succession. Nobody's gonna sit there for 12 hours, for one. So you're gonna have a whole lot of people over these next 12 hours. And you cannot keep energy unless you're doing illegal substances and drinking way more coffee than you should be, or caffeine that you should be intaking for a single day. There's no way you can keep that level of excitement and energy for the whole time. You're gonna have downtimes, you're gonna have bathroom breaks, you're gonna get hungry, you're gonna get dehydrated, you know what I mean? There's gonna be so many downtimes that you're gonna kill your viewerage. And you know what I mean? That itself, I mean, will gain you succession, because you are, say, excited for those 3 hours. You're action-packed. You don't really have to go to the bathroom. You don't need to get something to eat. You know, there shouldn't be any kind of interruptions. It's just a TV show without commercials is basically what I'm getting at. and say by that 6th hour or that 7th hour, you're yawning. Your eyes have been fixed on your screen, and your reflex and your reset has just happened over and over and over and over and over. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you have reflex and you have reset. So your reflex sets off, you know what I mean, and you react to it, and then you reset. And it takes energy every time this happens. So every time, it just takes a little bit more out of you, a little bit more out of you, a little bit more out of you. Plus, you have the multitasking feature of playing the game to your best of your ability, plus chat. You know what I mean? So you constantly have to be multitasking it, or Mixer, whichever one you do, and streaming in general, right? That's big for me. Quality over quantity is huge. Probably should have put it in earlier videos, but it's a gem later on. This one might seem about the same, but it's completely different. Quality of your stream. Now, some people think that your stream has to be the best, like 1080p by 60 frames per second, and just it has to be amazing. All of my stats and all of my shit have to be on high, and then it doesn't need to be that way. Because even though, yeah, it looks good, you're locking people out. Like 1080p on a cell phone is tough. Like if you have Wi-Fi, okay, but say if I'm at work, I don't really like to be on my Wi-Fi because everybody that's at my work can also be on the Wi-Fi at the same time, and you can only expect Wi-Fi to be so good. So if I'm on my own network, using my own data, you know what I mean? The buffering has to deal with that, plus their own bitrate has to do with that, like the streamer's bitrate, your bitrate. So, like say, if your computer's not that good, you know what I mean? 720 is minimum, like especially for non-affiliates or affiliates, just 720p. If you go any higher, you're just getting greedy in my opinion. There's no major difference to the stream from 720p to 1080p. Now, I can tell the difference between 720p 30 frames per second and a 60 frame per second. Now, if you could change that without changing, like impacting your computer very hard, that's what I recommend. Because for one, as an affiliate, you're not guaranteed the quality options. This is on Twitch, by the way. You're not guaranteed the quality options on reduction, where it'll automatically, reduce the resolution to keep the stream moving, buffering stops and stuff like that. So, like when I started out, I was 720p, 30 frames per second. And then I upgraded my graphics card, and now I'm still 720p, but 60 frames per second. There's no point for me to go to 1080p. Not only does Twitch not support it properly for non-partner people, like I said, you're not guaranteed. So if you're stuck at 1080p, 60 frames per second, your viewer has to do that. So yeah, okay, for console people with good internet, that's fine. PC people with good internet, that's fine. With a phone, you know what I mean, you're cutting off iPhone, you're cutting off Android viewers. Okay. And if you ever watch your after stream statistics, that's right there. You know what I mean? The amount of people that can watch you on a phone. And that's major, man. I do all my viewing on my phone, personally. And I'm on stream all the time. I'm on Twitch all the time. So if somebody shit keeps buffering and stopping on me, I'm probably not gonna keep watching them unless they're my friend. But this is cutting off the browsing aspect, the people finding you aspect, the growing aspect of your stream. And that's just kind of how I feel about it. Like, always keep bad internet into it. Like, there's a couple people that come into my Dragon Ball Fighter streams, and they have bad internet, straight up. And it's just because it's where they live, and they're on their PC. So generally people think that most viewers are on PC, yeah, but you have to assume that everybody's internet's good, or everybody has top of the line, funds to put towards the internet. Sometimes that's not priority in some people, or they can't afford it, period. So think about that. Not everybody has top of the line, so you want to be able to get everybody. I mean, everybody has to have the opportunity to watch you. The best way to grow. Alright, this one is a personal feeling. Streaming is not a job. People think it's a job, and they want it to be their job. Every gamer wants streaming to be their job, 100%. I mean, if I could literally do it, if I didn't have a family and everything, like, I would want streaming to be my job. Period. But when you're supporting a family and have a household and responsibilities, it's not a job that has the best kind of security. Job security is major because you're all living on the viewers, the donations, and etc, etc. It's not a job, it's a privilege. So if people come into your stream, you know what I mean, do everything you can to make sure they feel welcome there, because it's a privilege to be a streamer. Like, you'll see people, there's pages and pages and pages of any game you go to of people streaming to 0 people or streaming to themselves with 1 viewer. You know what I mean? Like, if you even get 1 person in there, it's not a job, it's a privilege for you to be playing for them, because it's their time that they're using to watch you. So please, it's not a job, it's a privilege. I hope these ones hit home. This is part 3 of my tips, my personal tips. Like, when people come in and ask me tips, I wish I could give them all these tips, but I just don't have time, and it's all on a snap, and it's whatever pops into my head. Like, I sat down last night, and last night before I posted this video, and wrote down as many tips as I could to help my friends, to help my viewers, to help people in general that might be my future viewers, or just this hits home for them and they find something and clicks. You know, I've been there. I've been there. So, this is Kamui. Stream on Twitch Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. East Coast time zone. Later, guys. Next video. This is Kamui. I'm out.